What's going on, guys? What's up, Hamza? What's up, Gravish? Pretty boring day for me. I didn't want to go too. I didn't even want to trade that much today, to be honest. This morning I seen a couple bullish setups. I've been telling you guys over and over again. I don't expect the market to come down yet. I gave you my secret key when I was gonna get short on the market, and that's only when this gap is filled. As you guys see here, huge level here, 21.27. We're very close to filling that gap. That's the only time I will add swing puts, when VIX fills that gap to 21.27. Other than that, market's been all over the place. It was grinding a lot this morning. This morning we caught some nice plays here. I caught a couple ES longs, SPY calls I took around the afternoon. I think I caught the bottom on those SPY 420 calls. Didn't want to call it out. You guys know I'm bullish. I don't need to call out all my bullish plays. You know what I mean? If I'm wrong, I know how to manage mine. I had huge profits to play with from yesterday. Some of you might not have. What's up, G Money? What's up, Guggen? How you guys doing? And we got a ripper into the end of the day. If you guys caught SPX here, the SPX 4180s, I believe, went 1500% into the end of the day, 1 to 15. So those type of moves are absolutely possible. I gave you the hints. I told you I'm not getting bearish on this market until VIX does what I said it was going to do. It's pretty simple there. We got ES, same levels as yesterday. I told you this morning, as long as 4157 held, I am bullish. 4157 we broke through last night. We dipped below and closed, I think. What did we close? We did not close a single half an hour candle under 4157 since we took it out last night. And that was your sign that bears had absolutely zero control at all. Little pullback during the day to scare out call buyers, including myself. I got scared out of Microsoft. I held my SE because I had time on it, as Microsoft was tomorrow. I didn't know it would rip like that. So it is what it is. I gave back a little bit of profits from yesterday on that trade. SPY calls made up for it. The 420s went over 100% as well. My ES longs more than made up for it as well. I was wrong once on ES today. That's it since yesterday. And other than that, just a great overall day. Let's go over a couple of charts. SE here. Why did I take SE? So yesterday I hit SE for over 100% in the morning. Well, the calls went over 100%. I did like 80% or something. I never care about selling early. I will always leave money on the table happily. I want to catch this. I want to catch this part to this part. I do not want to catch this, and I do not want to catch this. Well, obviously I do, but it's almost nearly impossible to catch the top and bottoms despite what you read online. People that usually catch top and bottoms, their accounts are usually in a downtrend. I like to keep my cash going up and not down. Other than that, basically what I'm trying to say is I want to catch the meat of the move. I don't care about catching the 1,000. Like sometimes I'll have free runners that'll catch 500,000%. Whenever you see me post a position that's up 500,000%, I've usually scaled out a ton of my position unless I've stated otherwise. SE. So this morning we got a strong open, well, a weak open actually. I was looking around the market. Market was very strong. We were down around here when I took the 70 calls for next week at around $1.70, I believe. What's up, Samad? How you doing? So we have one whole week and a day on these SE calls for SE to go up $3. And if you know SE, when the calls get in the money, they're usually very they jack up the premium a lot basically. So even if this gaps up $1 tomorrow, if it takes out today's high tomorrow, I'm talking about SE, these calls should be over 100% right at open tomorrow. Same type of play as AMD as we hit last night. Took some AMD last night. I know a couple members were asking me why. Reason being, first of all, NVIDIA had earnings. They already pre-released their bad earnings. I did not think there was going to be that bad of a reaction. I don't understand why people were loading puts in it. All the bad news was already priced in. Secondly, Kathy Woods bought NVIDIA 5 days ago. She sold it yesterday. Anytime she sells a stock, it usually trends upward after she sells. Third of all, I was expecting a gap up on the market overall. I did not expect the chips to be the strongest names out of the gate, but that they were. This AMD candle right off the open. Those $94 calls went in the money within 10 minutes of open, guys. And not even within the money. They went over $2.50, or they went $3.50 in the money within the first hour of trading today. So congrats if you caught the AMD. I know a lot of my stock life did. I was betting on upside. We got upside. My levels broke. Now we closed above We also closed above my 41.86. The only level left I have up here for this week is 42.17. These ones disregard. The yellow levels were for this week. Red levels were from previous weeks, and next week I'll make my lines green for those levels. Other than that, what else did we have? Microsoft. So Microsoft, I did take 280 calls. The reason being Microsoft was lagging all the other big tech. As you guys see here on this little bounce after the morning dip, we did not get high of day on Microsoft. I figured if we do rip and do go up, we're going to have to follow the likes of Google, Apple, Meta. So if you guys see here, Google, complete flyer right off the open. You got Meta, complete flyer right off the open. You got Apple, was strong off the open. Nothing crazy, but it was strong. And then you have Microsoft, which was lagging the whole move. So basically, I paid the laggard. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I was expecting the market to go up today again, and I thought Microsoft would play catch up instead of dump. So I took the 280 calls for tomorrow. My mistake in this play was that I took tomorrow's calls. If I had the 280 calls for next week, it would have been very easy for me to hold, like I held SE overnight, because I don't expect a real down move in the markets until VIX fills that gap. That's why I've been so bullish this week. That's why everyone's arguing with me. Everyone's saying volatility, this, that, don't chart VIX, don't do this, don't do that. It's worked out perfectly for me in my entire trading career, so I'm going to keep doing it. I don't really care what anyone says. Other than that, you see what Microsoft did at the end of the day there. We got all the way to 279, and those calls were very green at the end of the day. If you held, I did not. Unfortunately, on to the next trade. Another reason for SE was the strength in China. Sometimes SE gets mixed into the Chinese stocks. So when China's weak, SE usually is weak. People don't realize that SE is from Singapore and not China. Today, Baba was ripping right off the open. You guys see this? A little tiny 20 minutes of consolidation right off the open after a gap up, and then rip. Complete rip straight up. I was expecting the same type of move on SE. Little 20 minutes of consolidation after a gap up. I grabbed the 70 calls here. I was expecting that explosion on SE. What did we get? We got complete balance day on SE. Straight inside the opening range, whereas Baba flew. PDD, absolute ripper. Baidu, absolute ripper. So basically every single Chinese name went crazy and SE stayed sideways. So let's see if China continues tomorrow. I do think SE will go in the money by tomorrow itself, and we'll have over 100% on those calls. Other than that, the levels are given. Jay Powell talks tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., so be careful either way you're playing it. And I will call out my put swings. I'm still a bear. I still have October puts. I'm waiting to add full size into those puts, and the day is coming very soon. I don't understand if you have a UVXY or if you have a put position right now, you don't just add because the market is up. I've seen a lot of people adding these puts way earlier in the day here on so many names. I have these puts, I have these puts, I have these puts. The market just kept going up, kept going up. Even SPX, I seen people adding puts this morning, SPY puts. The market's going up. I'm not talking about scalps. Scalps are completely fine. I'm talking about puts. When you're buying September puts, when you're buying October puts, when you're buying December puts, people just buy them randomly. There's no point in buying puts randomly just because you think if a number gets rejected, like 41.86 got rejected this morning, and this is not a normal pullback. I know we went up at the end of the day, but this kind of pullback is a very unhealthy pullback. This is kind of a freak situation right here just because they want to fill that gap on VIX, in my opinion. That's why I had to stop out as well, even though I'm so confident that the market goes up until VIX fills that gap. You can never be so confident that you let your money go to zero, no matter who you are. So we had this pullback, very, very unhealthy pullback, but if you look at it from a longer term perspective, again, no candle was closed under 41.57. So that determined that bulls had the strength. They bought the dip all day, and at the end of the day, we got that explosion. Other than that, let's see what Jay Powell says tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for attending.